Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. I am your chemistry teacher here. Students, in your previous lectures, you have studied about matter and its classification, elements, compounds and mixtures in detail. But today we are going to discuss about some new topics from your textbook of chemistry. And these topics are atomic number and mass number that are present in your book page number 15 and 16. Students, all of you must open your textbook in front of you for better understanding of these topics. Atomic number is present on book page number 15 and mass number is present on book page number 16. I know students, these two terms atomic number and mass number may be new for you all. But I hope all of you must have some information about atom. So what comes in your mind after listening the word atom? So let's have a look on some important points of atom shown on your screen. Atom is the smallest and fundamental particle of matter. What is atom? It is the smallest particle of matter. It is the fundamental particle of matter. What is matter? Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. And atoms are basically the building blocks of matter. Matter is discussed in lecture number 5th of chemistry in detail. Atom is very small in size and cannot be seen with naked eye. Like atoms are too small in size that we are not able to see them with our naked eye. Now let's have a look on the meaning of atom. Atom is derived from a Greek word atomos, meaning indivisible or unable to divide. Unable to divide, like atom cannot be further divided into other particles. When atom was discovered, students, it was believed that atom is unable to divide. But later on, it was proved by many experiments that atom is divided into subatomic particles. Like atom can be divided into different subatomic particles, and these experiments can be taught you in detail in unit number 2 of your textbook. Atom contains 3 fundamental particles: protons, electrons and neutrons. Protons are positively charged, electrons are negatively charged, and neutrons have no charge. Protons are shown with a red circle on your screens, electrons with a negative charge shown with the yellow circles on your screen, and neutrons have no charge shown with the green circles on your screen. So these 3 are the fundamental particle of an atom. Students, if protons have positive charge and electrons have negative charge, then what will be the charge on an atom? We will not discuss neutron over here because neutrons have no charge. Keep in mind, students, that each and every atom has same number of electrons and protons. Like if an atom contains 4 protons, it must have 4 electrons. Let's have a look on the atom shown on your screen. It contains 3 protons, so it must have 3 electrons. You know, students, the opposite charges cancel the effect of each other. So the same number of opposite charges, same number of protons and electrons will cancel the effect of each other. And as a result, the net charge on an atom will equals to 0. Because both the opposite charges, same number of opposite charges, will cancel each other. And as a result, the atom as a whole will be neutral. So the net charge on an atom is equals to 0 and atom is considered as a neutral particle. Now, what is nucleus? Nucleus is the very important part of an atom. Or we can say that nucleus is the central part of an atom. It is present in the center of an atom. And it contains 2 subatomic particles, protons and neutrons. Like protons and neutrons are present in the nucleus of an atom, while electrons are present in different shells around the nucleus. Like nucleus is surrounded by different shells or orbits, and electrons revolve around the nucleus in these shells and orbits. So students, the reason of sharing the important points of atom over here is because atomic number and atomic mass are the two basic terms that are related to atom. So now we are going to discuss atomic number and atomic mass in detail one by one, while isotopes are studied in our next lecture. So what is atomic number? What comes in your mind, students, after listening the word atomic number? It may be the number of an atom. So let's see. What is atomic number? Let's have a look on the definition of atomic number shown on your screens. Atomic number of an element is equal to the number of protons present in the nucleus of its atom. What is atomic number? Atomic number is basically the number of protons. The number of protons that are present in the nucleus of an atom is basically called its atomic number. For example, atomic number of hydrogen is 1. Why its atomic number is 1? Let's have a look on the atom of hydrogen shown on your screen. You can see clearly, students, that in the nucleus only one proton is present. Only one proton is present in the nucleus of hydrogen atom. So what is atomic number? Atomic number is the number of protons in the nucleus of an atom. So as the hydrogen contains only one proton, so its atomic number is equals to 1. Now, representation of atomic number. Atomic number is always represented by capital Z. It is represented by a capital Z. Now, let's have a look on some another examples of atomic number to clarify the topic more. You can see the carbon atom shown on your screen and the red circle in the center of an atom, in the nucleus of an atom, are protons. And these are 6 in number. Carbon atom contains 6 protons in its nucleus. So its atomic number is equals to 6. Similarly, oxygen atom contains 8 protons in its nucleus. The yellow circle with the positive charge in its nucleus shows the number of protons, and these are 8 in number. So oxygen atom contains 8 protons in its nucleus. So its atomic number is equals to 8. Now let's have a look some important points about the atomic number. Atoms of one element differ from those of other element by the number of protons in the nuclei. Like we can easily differentiate one atom from the another atom of two different elements by means of its atomic number. For example, the atomic number of hydrogen is 1, while the atomic number of carbon is 6. So, we can easily differentiate between these two atoms. Like if the atomic number of any atom is 6, it means it is carbon atom. While if the atomic number of any atom is 1, it means it has one proton in its nucleus. It is hydrogen atom. So students, not two different elements have same atomic number. Like each and every elements have different atomic numbers. So we can easily differentiate between two different atoms on the basis of their atomic number. Elements in the periodic table are arranged on the basis of their atomic number. What are elements? Elements are discussed in your previous lectures in detail. As we know that there are 118 elements, and these 118 elements are arranged in a table. And this table is called periodic table of elements. And in this table, atoms are arranged on the basis of their atomic number. Like hydrogen has atomic number 1. So it has first position in the periodic table. Similarly, helium has atomic number 2. So it has second position in the periodic table. Lithium has atomic number 3. So it has third position in the periodic table, and so on. So elements in the periodic table are arranged on the basis of their atomic number. So we can conclude over here that atomic number is the number of an element. So students, now let's have a look on table 1.5. some elements with their atomic number. This table is present on your book page number 15, which shows the atomic number of some common elements. Hydrogen has atomic number 1, carbon has atomic number 6, oxygen has 8, sodium has 11 and chlorine has 17. Because all these elements contain the same number of protons in their nucleus. That's why these numbers are called their atomic number. Now students, the another term, atomic mass. What is atomic mass? What comes in your mind? It may be the mass of an atom. So, now we are going to discuss that what is atomic mass in detail. A bag shown on your screens are made up of thin material, and this bag has no mass. But if we are going to add some stuff in this bag and weigh it, it shows the mass of 4 kg. Now we can say that the total mass of the bag is equals to the sum of masses of all objects, because without these objects, this bag has no mass. But when we add these objects inside this bag, it shows a mass of 4 kg. It means the total mass of bag is equals to the sum of masses of all objects. So students, think about it, that there must be some particles which are responsible for the mass of an atom. So let's have a discuss about the different particles of an atom. Like electrons have negligible mass. Electrons have no mass. But the two other subatomic particles of atom, neutrons and protons, have considerable mass. So we are not going to discuss electron over here. We are going to discuss neutrons and protons over here. Both of these particles are present in the nucleus of an atom. So we can say that atomic mass is the total number of protons and neutrons in an atom. Because mass of an atom is just because of the two subatomic particles, neutrons and protons, because of their considerable mass. Students, atomic mass is also called mass number, and it is represented by a capital letter A. It is represented by capital A. Now let's have a look on the proper definition of mass number. Atomic number is also called mass number. The mass number of an atom is equal to the sum of number of protons and neutrons present in the nuclei. Students, let's have a look on this mathematical representation that can be used to memorize the definition of mass number easily. Like A represents mass number, and mass number is equals to P plus N. P shows number of protons and N shows number of neutrons, and plus sign shows the sum. So now you can see that the mass number of an atom is equals to the sum of protons and neutrons present in the nuclei of an atom. So this simple mathematical representation can be very helpful for you all for the better understanding of the definition of mass number. Clear? Now, mass number is also called nucleon number. Now, what is nucleon? Nucleon are basically those particles which are present in the nucleus. And which subatomic particles are present in the nucleus? Proton and neutron. So proton is also called nucleon and neutron is also called nucleon. Both of these are called nucleon because they are present in the nucleus of an atom. So collectively they are called nucleons. So basically the mass of an atom is because of these nucleons, protons and neutrons. So we can also call mass number and atomic number as nucleon number, because the mass of an atom is basically because of the nucleons present in the nucleus, protons and neutrons present in the nucleus. So atomic number is also called mass number and it is also called nucleon number. and it is represented by capital A. And mass number is equals to the sum of number of protons and neutrons present in the nuclei. Now students, let's have a look on some example in order to clarify the atomic mass further. Like the fluorine atom is shown on your screen. It contains 9 protons and 10 neutrons. So when we are going to sum up 9 and 10, it will give 19 units. It means the sum of protons and neutrons in fluorine atom is 19. So the atomic mass of fluorine atom is 19 units. Similarly, the atomic mass of chlorine atom will be equal to the sum of protons and neutrons, and the number of protons in chlorine atom are 17 and it have 18 neutrons. So 17 plus 18 equals to 35. So chlorine atomic mass is 35 units. Similarly, aluminium, it has 13 protons and 14 neutrons. So by summing up 13 and 14, we will get 27. So atomic mass of aluminium is 27 units because it contains 13 protons and 14 neutrons. So sum of 14 and 13 is 27. So the atomic mass or mass number of aluminium is 27 units. Now students, let's have a look on the chemical symbol. In the periodic table, elements can be represented by means of different chemical symbol, and these symbols contains 2 numbers, and these 2 numbers are their atomic number and mass number. But students, how will you differentiate between these 2 numbers of same element, that which number represent atomic number and which number represent atomic mass? So students, these 2 numbers are present on the left side of chemical symbol. The number present at the top left will always represent atomic mass, and the number present at the bottom left always represents atomic number, like this. Like the chemical symbol contains 2 numbers on its left side, one at the top and one at the bottom. The number at the top shows atomic mass and the number at the bottom left shows atomic number. For example, if X represents any atom or it is the atomic symbol of any atom, then mass number is present on the top left, which is represented by A over here, and atomic number is present at the bottom left, which is represented by Z over. Now, let's have a look on the example shown on your screen. Carbon, C. C is the symbol, atomic symbol of which element? Carbon. It will contain 2 numbers, 12 and 6. So, keep in mind, 12 is present on the top left, it is atomic mass, and 6 is present at the bottom left, it is atomic number. Clear? Students, clear about it? That any atom will contain 2 numbers at top and bottom left. At the top left, it will be atomic mass, and at the bottom left, it will be the atomic number. Now, let's summarize the atomic number and atomic mass. Pause the video and give me an answer. What is atomic number and what is atomic mass? Yes. Think. Your answer will be the number of protons present in the nucleus of an atom is atomic number. And what is atomic mass? The number of protons and neutrons present in an atom. Okay, what will be the representation of atomic number? Atomic number is represented by Z, and atomic mass is represented by A. I hope students, now you have a clear concept about today's topic, that what is atomic number and what is atomic mass.